Hi, welcome back to Mr. Menta's ELL Classroom. We are getting towards the end of these lessons now. This is chronologically almost the last video I'm going to make. Today we're going to be working on Chapter 14 of the Blue Book. To complete this lesson, you will need this page, page 127 of your textbook. You do not need to print it. This page, page 128 of your textbook. You do not need to print it. And this page, page 100 of your activity book. This page you do need to print. So, in this chapter, we're going to be talking about another tense. A very important chapter, talking about the future. So future, going to. Having to talk about the future, tomorrow, next week, using the word going to. Also time expressions and want to. Something down there. Okay, so vocabulary preview is a lot of things that I feel pretty confident we already know. So times, 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. It's 2:15, also known as it's a quarter after 2. 15 is 1/4 of 60. So sometimes when we talk about time, if we say 15, we call that a quarter. So 2:15, we can also say a quarter after 2. I'll zoom in a little here. Okay. 2:30, sometimes called half past 2, because here you can see that's 1/2 of it. We don't say that as much as we used to. And then 2:45, okay, is a quarter to 3. So over here, notice that 2:15 is a quarter after 2. 2:45 is a quarter to 3. Okay? The months, I think you already know the months. Then the seasons, spring, summer, fall, also called autumn, and winter. Pretty easy vocabulary, this chapter, I think, which is good. It lets us focus on the grammar. So let's go on to the next page. So here's the key grammar, the key grammatical lesson we're learning here. What are they going to do tomorrow? Here we have, what am I going to do? What am I going to do tomorrow? What is he going to do? What is he going to do tomorrow? What is she going to do? What is it going to do? You'll notice this is back to the am, is, are thing. We're doing that again, just like we did on other tenses, like the present tense, now that we use it in the future tense. What is it going to do? What are we going to do? What are you going to do? What are they going to do? So you need to watch out, again, when you're doing this. Are you going to say am, is, or are? And of course, anytime you say what is, you could also just say what's. That's allowed. Okay? Now, answers. I'm going to read, short for I am. He's going to read, short for he is. She's going to read, short for she is. It's going to read. You get it. It is. We're going to read. You're going to read. They're going to read. All right? So again, we've seen these words before. We've just got to pull up that part of our memory that uses it. Now, what's Fred going to do tomorrow? He's going to fix his car. Okay? So, let's use that example and answer these questions, okay? So what's Fred going to do tomorrow? He's going to fix his car. So now we have Jenny. So now we have to ask this question about Jenny, question and answer, and write them on your separate sheet of paper. So this you're going to say, what's Jenny going to do tomorrow? Answer, she's going to fix her car. So pay attention to all those little things. She's going to fix her car. Pay attention to your pronouns and pay attention to your verbs. All right, so I gave you that answer for free. So that's 1, but you still have to write it down. So write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay? So write down, pause the video right now, write down the answers, then unpause the video, and I'll talk about them with you. All right, it's been a little while since I talked about how important it is to write down the answers. Are you still writing down the answers? I know you might want to just sit there and not write anything and wait until I tell you the answers. But you should not do that. You should pause the video first and write all the answers first, okay? You will learn more if you write down the answers first. But then, after that, you have to listen very carefully to when I give you the correct answers and check your work. So many times when I do get to see the work that students wrote down after this, they wrote down the wrong answers. You gotta listen really closely. Listen closely to what I say. And look and make sure that what you wrote is correct, okay? It's a 2-step process. They're both very important, okay? All right, so I'm gonna trust that you wrote down the answers already now. You paused the video and wrote down the answers. Now, I'm going to trust that you're going to listen to me very closely and check your work. Check your work. Don't just sit back and ignore me. Listen to what I say. Check to make sure you got it right, okay? All right. So, Kathy and Dave. So, first of all, you're going to write what are Kathy and Dave going to do tomorrow. Not what's. Here you wrote what's. Here you write what are. Okay? What are. What are Kathy and Dave going to do tomorrow? They're, T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E, they're going to clean their windows or wash their windows. Both are good. But when I say wash their windows, that's T-H-E-I-R. Okay? The first time we write there, it's T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E. The second time, it's T-H-E-I-R. Okay? All right, number 3. What's, back to with the S, what's Tony going to do tomorrow? He's going to, looks like, cook spaghetti and meatballs. Or if you just said cook dinner, that's fine. Something like that. Cook spaghetti, that's fine. The important thing is he's, H-E apostrophe S, going to cook, you might even say his dinner. Okay? All right. We're doing good. Let's keep going. Number 4. What are you and your brother going to do tomorrow? So again, what are That's changed now. What are you and your brother going to do tomorrow? We're going to study. Okay? So we're, W-E apostrophe R-E, going to study. Number 5. Back to what's Andrew going to do tomorrow? He's going to clean his apartment. And number 6, what's Ashley going to do tomorrow? She's going to listen to music. Okay? And if you said her music, that's okay. All right. Good. We're doing good. Now let's go on one more page before we're done. Take out your printed page 14, which you can get from the description in the YouTube video, of course. All right. And fill in the answers. Okay? So, this is the same type of question we've already been doing, so it's pretty straightforward. What's Larry going to do tomorrow? He's going to cook. Okay? So, I have every confidence that if you just did that other page, you can get this extra bit of practice too. A bit of writing practice, a bit of thinking practice. So pause the video, fill in the answers, then unpause the video, and come back to me. All right, number 2. What's Jane going to do tomorrow? She's going to read. And if you said she's going to read her book, that was also good. Number 3. What are you going to do tomorrow? I'm going to study. Number 4. What are they going to do tomorrow? They're going to wash their car. And again, this can be very tricky with the spelling. Their, T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E. There. They're going to wash their, T-H-E-I-R, car. There, spelled one way, there, spelled another way. 2 different words that sound the same. Okay? So that's where this lesson gets tricky. Number 5. What are you and your friends going to do tomorrow? We're going to play baseball. And number 6. What's William going to do tomorrow? He's going to watch TV. All right, and these were pretty much the same thing. Fill in the blank. So I'm not gonna. If you didn't do it, pause the video and do it now. But I'm not gonna worry about giving them too much of an intro because they're pretty much the same. What are you going to do tomorrow? I'm going to clean my apartment. What's your husband going to do tomorrow? He's going to fix the kitchen sink. What's your mother going to do tomorrow? She's going to plant flowers. Number 4. What are your cousins going to do tomorrow? They're, T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E. They're going to visit us. All right, good work. That's the beginning of chapter 14.